mouth is full of gummy bear. And I'm here with ANJU, who was the feature for East Meets Words in February, and we're finally getting around to doing the interview because I'm terrible.
You're wonderful.
You're wonderful. But yeah, I guess to start, can you talk a little bit about your music? Like what kind of themes come up in your music? What led you to music? What influences you? Stuff like that.
Okay, so I don't think it's really something I thought about very much until like the last few years. I think it's always, music has always been a part of my life. I'm talking to you. Music has always been a part of my life in terms of like in a more structured, formal way, like piano lessons, violin lessons, growing up with that kind of thing. But then I started writing songs, like just fun, short little songs in high school, and then I think it kind of gained more weight as I progressed in age and experience. And a lot of it is about love and my grappling with love. What else? Like family, home. A lot of things that I don't even realize that I'm writing about until I listen to it later, and I'm like, oh, that's what I was writing about.
Yeah. Has your music changed a lot over the years?
I think it has. I think I used to be really into writing a song all at once and like revising it just minimally afterwards because I didn't want to somehow, I thought like revising it would ruin that like raw whatever was there when I first wrote it. But I've gotten really into like revising a lot and thinking about it a lot, and like it's okay if I'm like messing with whatever raw thing that came out at the time, because it's usually not the most beautiful. It's not what I want the end result to be, so it's okay to edit heavily.
Yeah. I guess, do your identities like inform your music and like how?
Yeah, I think definitely. I think there's a lot of, or not a lot of, I think there's like a few parts of my identity that I don't, like not everyone knows about me, especially like my family or like home communities. So I think I use music as a way to like communicate with them almost, in like an abstract enough way that it's like safe to do so. So I feel like I'll write about really like personal or intimate or like heart-wrenching experiences that I can't really like talk to like my family about, but then they'll hear the music and like I guess experience it in that sense, which is like a cool way to communicate, but also scary because I'm like still putting my heart on the line.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your family's response been like to your music? Did they watch the live stream of your feature?
They watched it later. Yeah. Supportive, but like supportive.
Yeah.
Especially my dad and like even grandparents. Yeah. But I think like it's seen very much as like a sideshow situation, which I think I kind of see it like that as well. Except recently I've been thinking about like putting more into it.
Yeah. What's your main show, if that's your side show?
School, I guess.
Yeah.
Women's and gender studies. Yeah.
So I guess going back to your feature at East Meets Words, what was that like? What was that experience like for you of performing?
It was so overwhelming, but nice. I feel like I think the best part about performing for me is like getting to be really vulnerable and just like really kind of like expose my heart. I think it's easiest for me to do that when it's a very like audience full of strangers that I don't know. But this was like all the people I knew and loved came to EMW, so that was like so scary because I already have a hard time like performing in front of like one person I know as opposed to like 10 people I don't know. But this was like a lot of people I did know. So it was overwhelming, but also like I felt so like held and supported. So that was kind of magical.
Yeah. Did what were people's like responses to your performance?
I heard that people were crying, but I didn't see that. I didn't see anyone. But also I wasn't looking. that moves me to know that it moved people in that way.
It was so moving.
I moved that you're moving.
Wow, that's a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so I guess how did you come to find EMW?
through you, my pal. Yeah, my first year, like 2 years ago at this time. It was the 10th anniversary of EMW, and I just went because you were going, and I was like, okay, I'll check this out. And then, yeah, I was like, wow, what an amazing community space. And since then, I've been pulled to it.
Yeah. What does having a space like EMW mean for you?
I think it means like familial feelings, even if I don't even know these people very well. I think there's like a shared sense of like values and respect, and I think that's like where the family vibes come from, and that's what I appreciate a lot. So I think just like shared values, shared understanding, shared backgrounds, and sometimes shared identities makes me feel cozy.
Yeah, good. Cozy is a good feeling.
Yeah.
That's how I feel too. What have you been working on lately in terms of your music?
I've been working on it. I'm gonna have an album out in like a few weeks.
Thank God! I've been needing new
homemade
music.
album.
Yeah.
And it's just about like I think it's gonna be hopefully 8 songs that I've been working on this year. More like heavily revised and more. I think a lot more thought has been put into them than previously. And like collaborating with Mateo, who's at EMW, and other friends from high school. So that's what's on the stove right now.
Wow.
Brewing.
Wow, I can't wait. How is this album different than your previous projects?
I think my previous projects were very much about imagined experiences, or like a lot of like imagination happening, and I think this one is more based on true events.
Ooh.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, not that imagination can't be true in a way, but yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's exciting. Is it how, I guess that's like thematically, but how about like stylistically? Is it any different in that way?
I think my voice has changed.
I think it has too.
Yeah, you told me that it sounds like I went through puberty. I think my voice just got kind of lower.
Yeah, not even just lower, but just like it's different. It has
different.
It has more weight to it, I think.
I don't know how that happened. It's kind of freaky. But
maybe
yeah,
it's like the weight of those experiences you've now had.
It could be. Because I haven't been like formally trained in my voice, so it's really just doing whatever. I mean, like I think about it consciously, but it's kind of rugged. But I think my voice has changed. I'm trying to get better at like music, like production things. Also, I have friends who are helping, which is nice. So hopefully that part will be a little more slick.
So you talked a little bit about how on this album you've been like collaborating with some friends. Have you done that in the past as well?
Yeah, I have done it in the past. With friends from high school, I have a friend who usually will like do percussion for me, and I have a friend who plays the violin, and a friend who does like guitar and like production things. So I'll like often give them like what I have, and then see if they have ideas for it or things like that. But I feel like I'm more picky about like letting people touch it now, because I'm like it's like so personal that I want it to be so my own. But that's exactly what I do.
Yeah. So on this album you said you collaborated with Mateo?
Yeah.
Really? What was that like?
Amazing. Mateo is the most amazing. It's like what happens is I'll play him a song that I have. I'll like play it on the piano, play it once through for him, and then he'll like sit down and play it back for me like 10 times better and more jazzy. Why can't I be like that? So that's been magical. He really amps it up. So I have like one song where I'm playing guitar and singing, and he's playing a piano part that we kind of worked. He mostly kind of put that together, but we like talked it out. And then there's another song where I wrote a piano part, but it was like very basic, and then he like made it way more jazzy and fun.
Yeah, that's exciting. Yeah, I remember before your subject feature, I was listening to you and him play, and you guys are vibing so well.
I honestly feel like he's my musical soulmate, but he's going away now.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the jazz has
Yeah,
to stop.
you're right.
You can continue
We're big
making
jazz
music too.
boys.
You are big jazz boys.
Yeah.
I guess, do you see yourself being like continuing to be part of the EMW community? in the
I
future?
want to. Also, I discovered Subdrift
Yeah.
through EMW, or like that was the road that led me there, and I felt so warmed by that community also. Just like a South Asian centered space. That's like they're so intergenerational. Also, there was like an auntie performing a poem, and then like this like 7-year-old girl singing a song. I loved it. So I also want to get more involved with Subdrift as well. But both of them are homey spaces for me.
Yeah. That's all I had
Okay.
to ask you.
I love you! Thanks for letting me indulge my diva. The diva
Good, you should indulge your diva because it's well deserved.